All right, welcome to Music, Movies, and Other Stuff. I am Mike with my guest, Erin.
Hello.
Now, I'm calling this one Erin the Star Wars Virgin because we're about to watch Rogue One, and she's never seen Rogue One before. And you have seen what?
I definitely saw the three original ones,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw probably two of the prequels, the ones with Natalie Portman and
Right.
Jar Jar Binks thing. But I have the memory of a Dead Sea Slug, so I don't really remember much of them, especially the prequels. I remember the older ones a little bit, but I kind of didn't know what was going on, or who was the good guy and who was the bad guy, or what they were, the whole point of the whole thing. Like, I didn't know what their mission was.
All right, so you basically haven't seen it then.
More or less.
More or less. All right, so we're going to watch this from a fresh perspective, and she's not a kid, she's an adult, so you'll get a fresh adult perspective. So let's get to it. Oh, wait, did you have any questions, you said?
Yeah, so this is supposed to be the very first part of the whole situation?
Well, if you look at the timeline, this takes place in between episodes 3 and episodes 4. This is right before episode 4. So at the end of episode 3, the Empire was formed and it was starting to take over. In this one, in Rogue One, the Empire has been formed for maybe about, I'm guessing, 20 years.
Okay.
So in this, you'll see what the Empire is doing.
And is the Empire a good thing or a bad thing?
The Empire is a bad thing.
Okay, so this is kind of a metaphor for, like, authoritarian
stuff. Okay. Yeah, and then, you'll see a resistance taking place.
Okay, got it.
So, there you go. All right. And we'll have a review in a little bit.
She looks so young, right?
What?
Right. That was Carrie Fisher, right?
Yeah.
She looks so young.
Well, that wasn't really Carrie Fisher. That was a CGI composite of Carrie Fisher. So they took someone with Carrie Fisher's body who's similar to Carrie Fisher's body in the 70s and just CGI'd put her young face over another person's face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
So the character, the old guy who stole the Death Star from Krennic.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything about him?
He looked familiar.
Right. But his face, did you notice anything about his face?
It was just weird.
Right. You know why it was weird?
Was he another one?
That was a CGI face because that character was in Star Wars Episode 4, but the guy who played him is dead.
Obviously dead.
So they took his face, the actor's name was Peter Cushing, and they got permission from his family to do it, but they took his face and made a CGI version of him.
I'll take some royalties for that.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they worked something out. So they had someone imitate his voice. So instead of getting instead of getting an actor to play him, they just used a computer-generated image.
But what's the time difference in the storyline between this and the last time that time that we saw him?
You mean between this and episode 4?
Yeah.
About 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So if you watch the end of this movie, what we just did, and then put episode 4 on, it takes place... No, actually, it's not 15 minutes. It takes place right after this ends. Yeah, I can show it to you. I don't want to, give anything away, but episode 4 picks up right where this leaves off.
And episode 4 was...
Star Wars. A New Hope. The very first movie ever made.
It was the first one?
Yeah.
I thought it was 3. No, there was 3 prequels.
Yes.
Is that it? Okay.
So the first movie was Star Wars A New Hope, which is episode 4.
Okay.
Then it went Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah.
Then they had the prequels, which is 1, 2, and 3.
Which were way back.
It took place before Rogue One. It's about, I would say, 20 years before. Okay. 20, 25. Well, episode 1 was probably 30 years before Rogue One, and then 2 and 3 were, close to 20, give or take.
Cool.
Yeah. So, and then they released episode 7, all those years later after episode 6.
Okay.
So episode 7 takes place 30 years after episode 6.
Okay.
So.
Got it.
Yep.
That's the one that Carrie Fisher's in. I don't know why I thought she was in
Well,
this
Carrie Fisher is in episodes 4, 5, and 6.
one. Yeah.
And then, 30 years later, she's in episode 7.
Right, that's
as
what I
well.
meant. I meant
Yeah.
the recent movie that she also acted in.
Right. And she'll be in episode 8, which comes out on Christmas. She'll be in that. And then she died.
I know.
And she
I'm
won't.
aware.
Yeah, and then she won't be in episode 9.
Yeah.
So.
Uh-huh.
So what'd you think?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I liked it. It made me not as confused, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess having you explain it helps.
Right.
I'm kind of sad all the people, all the good people died.
Right.
But I mean, if they don't, if
Just
they
get
don't,
closer to
That's right. If they don't have a major place in any of the, episode 4, 5, 6,
Mm-hmm.
then obviously they had to die because you can't just magically have them disappear. That wouldn't make any sense.
Right, it wouldn't have made any sense.
And they were too important in this to just not be important in the future part of the rebellion.
Yeah. So I don't want to give too much away because I think I probably gave... We can watch... Somebody on the internet made a video where they blended the end of Rogue One in with the beginning of episode 4.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you get to see just how soon it takes... Like, literally a couple of minutes.
Wow.
After Rogue One ends, it goes right into episode 4. So when I saw this in the movie theater, I didn't... I don't want to know anything about the movies that I see. So, I didn't want to find... I knew the plot of this movie. I knew it was about stealing the Death Star plans. That was it. How soon it took place beforehand, I didn't know. Well, actually, my nephew told me. I was like, no, I'm like, stop it. No, don't tell me anything.
Kids don't understand spoilers.
Yeah, I said, stop. But yeah, the way they did this was really cool. And they made it gritty, I thought. This... If you compare this to episodes 4, 5, and 6, this is so much darker than all of it. This is more like a war movie than a Star Wars
you're right,
movie.
Yeah.
So in episodes 4, 5, and 6, you know who the good guys are. You know who the bad guys are. In this one, you have the good guys doing bad things.
Yeah, that's why I was like, why did you just kill that guy?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he killed one of Saw Gerrera's men so they could take him to Saw Gerrera saying he killed one of your men. And Cassian, you're talking about, in the beginning killed that guy whose arm...
Yeah.
Because he didn't want that guy to give away who he was and what he was doing.
Right.
So he had to kill an innocent guy so he can get away for the greater good of the Empire.
Right.
And he said he's been doing it since he was 6 years old. So he was a child soldier who's grown up in this.
Right.
So when he gave that speech to Jin, when he was ordered to kill her father, he's like, well, this is what I'm fighting for, and I've done awful things. And who are you to tell me that I should feel bad when you haven't really been in this
Right.
like we have?
I want to know why the hell she was in the fucking work camp. Like, how'd she get there? Labor camp.
I'm trying to think. I think she was just overall just a criminal. They didn't really explain it in the movie. They had in the trailer. See, the thing with this movie was they did a lot of reshoots. So when we saw the first trailer, there was a lot of scenes in the trailer that weren't in this movie.
Okay.
So one of the scenes in the trailer listed all the wrongs that she's done, all the crimes she committed.
Okay.
So one would assume she was getting arrested for some kind of crime, and they tracked her down and extracted her from it. So
Okay.
she did something against the Empire.
Interesting. Because it's like 1 minute she's working with what's-his-face's friend or whatever.
Saw Gerrera.
Saw Gerrera's friend. And then the next minute, all of a sudden, she's somehow in a work camp, labor camp. It's just like, okay, how the fuck did you get there?
Right. Well, it showed her as a kid, and then didn't it flash forward?
Well, he said that, oh, didn't you go with so-and-so and you were protected? And she said, yeah, but you left me there.
That's when she was 16, though.
Yeah, and how old was she in this part?
She was probably...
She didn't look that old.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they hadn't seen each other for a while.
Yeah, I'm aware, but I mean, like, okay, so she's with Saw Gerrera's friend, who's part of the rebellion.
Who's Saw Gerrera's friend?
The one that he said he left her with. Remember, she's like, you left me behind?
Not with he didn't leave her with anyone. He just
I thought he said I left you with a blaster and a thing and with someone.
I don't think he said that.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he left her to protect her.
Yeah.
Because
just like her dad did.
Yeah, because he was getting there was too much heat on him.
Yeah.
because he was an extremist.
Yeah.
So he was the type of rebel who did really bad things in order to further the rebellion.
Right.
Like with that woman with the short hair,
Mm-hmm.
her name is Mon Mothma. That's what she said. She said he's an extremist.
Yeah.
So he was giving the rebellion a hard time because he was doing bad
Yeah.
things.
I got that.
Yeah.
I recognize her from somewhere too.
The short-haired one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Familiar.
Yeah, I haven't seen her. Not
She
that
probably just looks like somebody else or something.
Right. Right. So what else did you like about it?
I thought it was. I couldn't tell if I liked it or thought it was kind of like, oh, of course, that Jin just picked up into the rebellion. Like 1 minute she's like, this is kind of dumb. And the next minute she's like, yeah, let's do this shit.
Yeah, I thought of that too. And after watching this, you have to realize that she saw the video of her father. She saw Saw Gerrera. It was her father's wish.
Yeah.
Literally a dying wish to get this to the rebellion, and she just fought in battle with this band of people. So I think, and then that speech from Cassian about what the rebellion means to him, I think the combination of all that, along with, like, when you're in battle with someone, you form a bond with them. So I think, I thought of that at first, I'm like, wow, that was a big jump. But then you realize these little steps, again, seeing the hologram of her dad, that's, I think, really changed her.
Seeing why she dropped to her knees.
Yeah. And knowing that her father didn't abandon her or didn't turn to the Empire, or the father sacrificed so much to plant this fault in this battle station. So seeing her father, the actual battle on where the scientists were, experiencing the battle with him, seeing her father dead in person, the speech from Cassian, and then forming a bond with everybody there, seeing Saw Gerrera, another mentor of her, die, seeing what the Death Star can do. Yeah. I think all that
definitely
motivated her to change her mind. Now maybe they could have had a slower build to how she was changing her mind, but
there's no time for that.
Yeah, you want to try and get the movie going. So again, it's not a perfect movie, but again, you can't have really a purity fetish when looking for that. But yeah, I mean, there's little holes here and there, but overall, I thought it was great. I loved it. So, what'd you think of K2SO, the robot?
Oh, that's one thing I wanted to bring up. I love how the Star Wars movies always have that one little comedic thing. I mean, they dropped the ball with Jar Jar Binks.
Right.
He was fucking ridiculous. But like, R2-D2 and C-3PO and this guy,
K2SO.
Yes. It sounds like a drug. K2SO. I don't know. It just sounds like a street drug to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
sounds
whatever.
Like asshole to me.
Oh, okay.
K2SO! Huh?
Yeah, I'm like, I ran out of weed, but I got K2SO, so I'm good.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, so I think with K's comedy, it wasn't childlike like Jar Jar's was. So with this kind of comedy, both the kids and adults can laugh at it, but on different levels.
Right.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite character?
I'm really bad at picking favorites.
Oh, okay.
Because I like how badass Jin was.
Right.
And I really like K too. Really liked him. I want to hang out with him and have a beer or something.
Right.
Yeah, and the Jedi guy was kind of cool, but
yeah, well, he wasn't really a Jedi. He was kind of like a
Jedi wannabe.
He was kind of Force sensitive, but he didn't necessarily have the Force.
And he seemed to be pretty in touch with it.
Oh my god, yeah.
But I'm sure being blind helps.
Yeah, he was a great fighter and a great warrior, but do you remember what the Force is from watching the other movies?
Vaguely.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to give too much away. So it's interesting that you're seeing this movie first, and most people haven't. Most people have seen the original, the prequels, and then this. So you can catch, they dropped certain hints in this movie as kind of fan service for people who have watched the movies a million times, like me. And when I'm sitting next to my nephew watching the movie, we're like nudging each other, going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. So when you watch the other episodes, you'll catch certain things planted in this movie. So it's just interesting that you're not. It's cool that you don't really know what the Force is just yet, and what the Force can
I never
do.
really understood it. Even when I was watching
Right.
the other movies, I was like, this is weird.
Right. Well, I mean, episode 4 starts to explain it.
Mm.
It lays the foundation of what it is, and then episode 5 really goes into it. But then, what did you think of Vader in this movie?
Pretty unimpressive. Just.
Unimpressive.
I mean, yeah, he's a bad guy. He can do shit. He can choke you from afar.
Right.
But whatever. It's just him. Like, I didn't really think anything.
Yeah, but do you know what the choking from afar does, and his skills with the lightsaber?
It's because he has the Force.
Yeah.
Going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why he's such a guy to be reckoned with.
Right.
Yeah, but. And again, I think Vader being in this movie was kind of fan service as well. They didn't need him to be in this movie.
Right.
But it was the best part of the movie because fans weren't used to seeing Darth Vader with this kind of intensity, with that kind of action. So, again, I don't want to give too much away, but it's a good, it's an interesting starting point for someone who hasn't really, someone who doesn't really remember the other Star Wars movies.
I was also surprised how much they downplayed Jedis in general. They were like, yeah, Jedis we don't exist anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, wait, weren't there like 1 million of them in the other movies that come later?
Yeah, well,
I'm so confused.
In the prequels, there were.
I thought there was a lot in the they were, I guess, kind of rare.
In what?
In
episode
4, 5, and 6.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say anything.
Okay.
You'll learn what happened to the Jedi by watching episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So, yeah, anything else? Anything you didn't like?
Not really.
What did you think of the special effects?
They were good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty bad at picking up on bad special effects, unless they're, like, really bad.
Right.
You know. But,
well, I guess that's the point. If you don't think they look that bad, that means they work.
Well, like, I know other people complain about them, and I'm like, really? I'm totally oblivious.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But did the computer-generated Grand Moff Tarkin...
I didn't even know it.
So you didn't know he was computer-generated?
I just thought his cheekbones looked a little bit high.
Right.
Like, and his face looked a little bit more gaunt than a normal person.
Right.
Other than that, I had no idea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Like
I didn't want to say anything.
I'm oblivious.
Yeah. Yep. Because I think, well, like, most people are used to seeing Peter Cushing. And then, like, I think if you notice a little closer, like, his mouth was off. Like, remember in Forrest Gump when they had the different scenes where Forrest is talking to John F. Kennedy or Lyndon Johnson and the mouth kind of moves a little weird?
I don't remember seeing that, but I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so this had it, if you look closely, a little bit of that. It's called the Uncanny Valley. It's a term that means the uneasiness people feel when they see something that tries to be human but isn't quite there yet.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing about this with you.
Yeah.
It's for something else.
Yeah, so that especially happens with CGI in movies where there's non-CGI people. So it's like, wow, that person looks a little off.
Was it on a podcast? I really remember hearing about this from somebody.
It might have been from me on a podcast that I did.
No, I thought I heard it like on Joe Rogan or something.
It's possible, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Yeah, no, it was human enough that it didn't bother me.
Right.
So.
All right. So would you be interested in seeing episode 4?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. Just based on seeing this?
Yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Aha! All right. Cool. So we'll leave it at that unless you have anything.
Saga continues.
Absolutely. See, so I would recommend, like, it's cool that you watch Rogue One first because it's something unique. Not too many people can do this because 1 billion people have seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
So
or
remember it.
Thanks, shitty memory.
Yes. So I would recommend seeing. You saw Rogue One, so then episodes 4, 5, 6, and then 7.
Right.
And then if you want to go to the prequels.
But I heard everybody hates them.
Yeah, I haven't watched them in a while, but like the more I watch them, the more I become not into them. But as a big Star Wars fan, it's always there are some great moments in them. But I think overall, it's like, I wish it would have been something else. But I think now that Disney owns Star Wars and George Lucas isn't really involved with it anymore, they're going to be telling a lot more stories, but on a different level.
Now, are they going to be doing any more prequels, or is it all just going to be like
Yeah, there's
In a row.
a Han Solo movie coming out in May,
Okay.
which is a young Han Solo. Han Solo is played by
Yeah.
Harrison Ford,
Yes.
so it's going to be a younger version of him.
I wonder who they're gonna cast for that.
I forgot the guy's name. He was in a Coen Brothers movie, but you know Donald Glover from the show Atlanta, and he's also a rapper named Childish Gambino.
And he's also on Community.
Oh, he was.
I
Oh,
love
okay.
him. He's fucking
He
hilarious.
plays a young Billy D. Williams. Billy D. Williams was Han Solo's friend, a character named Lando Calrissian. So he plays one of Han's friends in the prequel.
Okay.
So, but all right, cool. Anything else?
Not really.
All right. So episode 4, sometime soon.
Yeah.
And I'll probably take me 9 years to edit this because I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
All right. So I'm Mike, and
I am Erin.
and may the Force
Be with
be with us. Hey, it's Mike again. The Force is still with us, and because the Force is with us, I decided to add a bonus feature where it's the soundtrack to Erin and I actually watching the movie. So I left the device on record while the movie was playing just to record any comments that myself or Erin would make during the movie. So I thought it'd be interesting to hear the comments from someone who never really remembers seeing a Star Wars movie. And what's funny is that when I watch movies or TV that I haven't seen, I like it to be quiet because I just want to take in every word. But since I saw the movie, I really enjoyed the questions from Erin and her comments. So since I enjoyed them, hopefully you will too. So enjoy. It's a couple of minutes, and enjoy. I said enjoy a lot, so I really hope you enjoy it. Enjoy. That's just the menu screen. And this is only my second time seeing.
Is the Empire a multi-planet situation?
It's a galaxy
Galaxy.
situation, so the Empire rules the galaxy.
Okay. Do all of them start with that?
Yeah, but this one doesn't start with the
Long crawl.
with the crawl.
I
It
can
just
never catch up with and read.
yeah,
That's
it
enough.
just gets right into it, which was jarring for some fans. But
I found that crawl so annoying.
yeah, well, it's without it.
Is the Rebellion and the Alliance the same thing?
Yes, the Rebellion, short for Rebel Alliance.
Are they a political party or are they an underground situation?
No, they're a rebellion.
Okay.
Some members of the Rebel Alliance are senators of the Empire, but so it's from within and from without.
But nobody can know that they're part of it because
Right.
they would get
Yeah,
dead.
yeah.
It's very hard.
Imperial and Empire are the same. So the droid K2SO is an old
Right.
droid of the Empire.
I figured the Rebellion would have a lot of stuff that originally belonged to their enemy.
Yeah.
Somehow got possession of. Why are they building the thing if their overlord people don't even know about it?
If who's Overlord
Like,
people?
who are these?
That's the Empire.
Oh, they are the head, like, guys? Like, they're up top?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought the up top guys didn't know and they were keeping them on the DL.
No.
They just don't want the Rebellion to know about it.
Exactly.
Oh, it's him. I didn't
Yeah.
recognize him on the others.
Yeah. This is a flashback.
Where is Syria?
What?
Where is Syria?
Yeah. I think that's the point the writer and director wanted to make.
Oh, God. Oh, God, why? Why are you attacking the rebel? Are you on the rebel side?
You're right. I should just wait on the ship.
Are you kidding me? I'm blind.
That's funny. I recognize him from somewhere.
The guy with the stick?
Yeah.
He's a big martial arts star.
Why don't they do it like some remote place where there are people?
That's primary ignition.
I guess they figure they can kill some people while they test it. Remember he had that monster around his...
Yeah. They suck his brains out.
Right.
Although there's a problem on the horizon. There's no horizon.
Holy shit.
Locate our position.
I thought he said the last thing wasn't gonna work.
What?
I thought he said it wasn't gonna work.
Who said it?
The dad in the thing said that very full.
No. He, not in the gun, in the station itself.
Beautiful.
Oh, okay. So when the gun goes off, I thought the station was going to explode.
No.
Let's go.
So what would cause the station to explode? Something in the
You'll-
back you got
you'll-
to trigger it?
Yeah.
Oh,
But in order to do that, you have to find the plans
okay. Right.
to the station itself. That's what they're gonna do.
Is this in the Citadel or something?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I think he just about had it with life.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. He's like a cyborg at this point.
Fucking rebellion killed him.
It's finished.
You're so easy, Jesus.
Huh?
You're so easy. Why did they even start a rebellion if, like, they're
Well,
gonna give up like that?
They're afraid it's a trap. They're afraid if they put all their forces into this one plan without any evidence, they'll be destroyed in one fell swoop.
That is. I didn't realize she was actually like Jedi style.
What?
I didn't realize she became a Jedi.
Who?
Okay,
Leia?
we're coming in.
He's not talking about Leia as the Jedi, he's talking about Obi-Wan.
Oh, duh.
She's sending Leia to get Obi-Wan.
Oh.
Leia's his daughter.
Has
Okay.
evolved and is overdue.
That's not good. Miami.
What?
It's like Miami.
Yeah.
So is all this CGI?
I'm not sure. I think most of it is. There might be some model work, but I'm not sure.
Did they blow up anything special or just random stuff?
They're distracting the stormtroopers.
I know that, but I mean, did they also blow up anything important or just random shit?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers aren't even getting out the door. Boom. Oh shit. I like to smile.
What?
Smile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redirected to Scarab.
Oh shit.
Will be briefed by your squadron leaders en route. May the force be with
Well, that escalated quickly.
Yep.
Oh shit, it's them. That's completely unfair.
What?
That's completely unfair.
Yeah. Well, they do have more money.
Yeah. And power. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. I'm surprised you can't like tap into the system and do something.
Well, the record. Oh, you'll see. The records are on hard files, like hard disks.
Uh-huh. No, but I'm surprised you can't like get into the computer and take down the shield.
Take down the what?
The shield.
Oh. Guy with the stash. Whoa. That's a lot of TIE fighters.
More fighters, hold on.
structural engineering. Open that one.
Oh, shit, why is he smoking?
Got shot.
One on my tail.
So primitive.
Yeah. Well, it had to match the technology of episode 4.
Uh-oh.
Goodbye.
Oh, no. No. At least they can just put him in a new machine and he'll still be him.
I guess, unless it's been totally fried.
So you couldn't make it, what the hell? The cord just magically got longer?
What?
The cord just magically got longer? I thought it was too short.
No, I think that he was making it
Stop.
longer when the stormtroopers saw
Oh,
him.
okay. Oh, not the stash. Oh my god, if I was gonna take out the satellite dish right now, I was like, shit, isn't that really fun?
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's... Going down.
Huh?
It's going down.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing you can do.
Oof.
Or not. Christ. Oh shit. Surprised he can't just throw a stick at it. Just kill that motherfucker already. Oh no, don't die. Did they just blow up the thing that he turned on?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
That would have hurt.
Yeah. But only for a second. What the hell was that?
They're ramming the Star Destroyer. They're using one of their ships to to move the bigger one.
A ball sack. I'm surprised that little ship can actually move that big one so much.
Well, if it's all its strength into that one ship,
Yeah. I'm surprised. Is there any way? Like, why aren't the people on that ship trying to counter it?
I guess they tried and they couldn't. They didn't expect it. They just saw a rebel or maybe a Krennic.
What's the big circle thing?
That's the shield.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, holy
Well,
motherfucker.
it was the shield.
Shit, yeah, motherfuckers. I thought it was just like a space station kind of thing, you know? Are you serious? You know those guys are there.
Emerging from hyperspace.
Hey, what's happening?
Sir, shall I begin targeting their fleet?
Lord Vader will handle the fleet. Target the base at Scarif. Single reactor ignition.
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's the Death Star.
So basically, everybody's gonna die. But they have to make out first, obviously.
Prepare for jump to hyperspace.
Oh, man. Wow. How did they get so far away from the thing that just got blown up when I thought they were on it?
What thing that got blown up?
Didn't they just blow up the tower?
No. They didn't hit the tower directly. They hit the top of it.
Oh, okay. And now it's gonna be a tidal wave or whatever. It impacted the ocean. I would assume. I don't think about that.
What?
I thought there would be a bigger tidal wave or something. There it is. Jesus. So they're on a rebel ship, right?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, they're not even helping their home.
I mean, what?
Why is no one helping them?
Helping who? They can't get in.
Nothing else is giving them the disc.
They're trying.
It's a space.
Yeah.
How did he get stormtroopers on the rebel ship?
What?
How did he get stormtroopers on the rebel ship?
They
all teleported in?
No, they didn't teleport it in. They attached themselves to it, and then they
Oh.
broke in. And there you have it. So thanks for listening, everybody. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them where it is appropriate, and I'll be happy to get back to everyone. So we will see you all, or you will hopefully listen to us when we watch episode 4. So that should be really cool. Have a good one. Bye.